What's up, family? I want to say peace and blessings to you guys real quick. And I know some of you guys probably don't understand the title of this video, that expression from Good Times. I'm sure all you guys that are from the old school that remember Good Times, remember Good Times when uh, Florida had a breakdown. This is after James had died. And remember, that the iconic moment when she just screamed out those three words. And I tell you, family, there's so much that are going on right now. And man, there's so much going on right now. So much is going on right now. And so what I decided to do is do a quick live. Uh, Came across some interesting information. You know how this awakening, man, it's been so much that has been going on. And matter of fact, it's been a lot going on at the turn of the year, man. It's been a lot going on at the turn of the year. I mean, remember with the Cat Williams situation with, you know, exposes so much in the comedy world and, the things that he shared with that. It's a lot going on, family. It is a lot going on. You know, in this awakening, man, when I say we, a lot of us has been going through a lot of ridicule from the naysayers. You had a lot of within other communities, that have been trying to stir up and create controversies about the awakening. All kinds of things that are being stated about the awakening of being a cult and, all kinds of things. But, I want to say shout outs to Bishop Brown. But, there's been a lot of silence, right, when it comes to other communities. You know, I can't remember the apologist who yes, Professor Vince Bantu situation with him with the he teaches in the seminary, and it came out that he's practicing polygamy. Other things have been coming out, and just found out that Dr. Michael Brown has some allegations against him, pending against him, of sexual misconduct. And I actually, let me read his comments. And when I read his position on it, it definitely raised a lot of questions. And family, unbelievable. But then again, I'm not surprised, because oftentimes, y'all, you guys know the old school. I know my cousin gonna know this right here. Y'all remember whenever somebody, let out a mean one, gas it up. We always say the first one said it, did it. Oftentimes, it's the one that's overly aggressive, wanting to point fingers at everyone else, tend to be the one that are dealing with the craziness, or tend to be the ones that have all kinds of skeletons inside their closet. And we've been dealing with a lot of things, accusations, manufactured accusations in this awakening. But you have people here that have actual hard facts, cold hard facts of operating in sexual misconduct, but crickets. Crickets. Complete silence. Had it been myself, had it been my cousin Bishop Brown, had it been my cousin Benaiah, had it been some of those that have platforms that have a voice in this awakening, matter of fact, had it been someone in the camp, it would be all over. They would be creating conferences like they have done. They would be creating all kinds of books and literature. They would, you know, like for example, Pastor Dow. We all know the situation with Pastor Dow, and I'm not trying to stir up, but with Pastor Dow's situation, look at what happened. I mean, they were on top of that. But it's crickets, it's silence when it comes to the very ones that were doing all the accusing. I haven't seen a single video on Dr. Vince Montu. I had a single. Let's see what's going to happen in those spaces that you know were pointing fingers at this awakening, calling it a cult, doing all kinds of things. Making videos and doing conferences, saying how bringing up isolated incidents of something that happened overseas or whatever the case may be, and trying to charge it to the overall awakening and trying to build a narrative, create a narrative that is completely false and not true. I can speak from personal, just me alone, not even counting my cousin Bishop Brown and Benaiah Israel. I've had over 90 plus videos done on manufacturing stuff. Can you imagine if something came out stating that I was behaving and doing these type of things? Come on, family. Quiet on the different things that are going on. And, you have pastors. I'm just using those as an example. But there's a guy by the name of Dawson TV. Almost every week, he's posting something about pastors being busted, whether it's download passes, whatever. I just saw a video about a pastor getting busted. A trans had him on video because he didn't pay up, and he literally this trans person broadcasting it. I mean, all kinds of crazy stuff. All kinds of crazy stuff. Come on, family. All kinds of crazy stuff. But you don't hear about these things. Think about some of these people that are pastors, that have been married to, having a girlfriend for 15, 20 years, and finally marrying them while they're pastoring a church. I can't remember the Fifth Baptist pastor, big time out in California. He had a reality TV, a series or whatever. Here it is. This guy is literally have a girlfriend. Already, I mean, girlfriends, but it's okay. You got pastors right now. Yeah, Noel Jones. You got pastors divorcing while being pastors for cheating. Pastors that have girlfriends, the people that they're cheating with, sitting right on the front row or right behind their wife. All kinds of crazy stuff. Having babies. Look at what's his name down in Georgia that took over for Eddie Long, Jamal Bryant. Got child support against him, not taking care of his children. And guess what? If you understand the local situation with him, he had babies by girls, the underage girls inside his ministry, and he is still right now pastoring. Had babies by underage girls. And you could go back as court records. I remember a friend of mine had a play that he wrote that he was going up and down the coast with. When he first launched this play, he did it in Baltimore. Then he did it here in Richmond. And he called me up, said, "Hey, who is this Jamal Bryant guy?" He said, "This guy found out, came to see my play, and that he's asking me to change stuff in my play because he said it sounds like it's related to him." And my cousin said he didn't even know who he was. Said he didn't even know who he was. Didn't know who he is. And told him straight up, "I don't know you." But had it been someone from this awakening, had it been, again, Me, myself, and others that are putting this work in, there would be videos upon videos upon videos upon videos upon videos. Now I understand, we all, the old rule of thumb, innocent until proven guilty, but we have been on the receiving end of being guilty and wanting us to prove our innocence. Going back to the slave plantation, read up on Frederick Douglass, read his biography, and you'll see where these behaviors come from. Anyone but the Negroes, anyone from this, but those that are in this awakening, you're guilty based upon whatever accusations they want to accuse you of because they don't have nothing on you. So you're guilty, and then in the midst of that, they beat you, and then what do? They tell you you got the devil in you. How many times have we heard that before? You got the devil in you. That's slave plantation. That's what the masters were doing to our ancestors that were innocent, and they didn't have nothing on them. They were and they had to do what? Stir them up. They had to walk around with their hands in the air. They had to walk around singing, whistling while they working. They had to do all those things just so that way the plantation owner can be satisfied. But even in the midst of that, he beat them anyway, just accusing them. Come on, family. That's what's happening right now. That's what's happening right now. Man, it's Cat Williams. Remember, everyone was saying this was going to be the year of exposure. It's a lot that's been exposed. But I know for sure, me, my cousins, we talked about this, that the Most High got a great sense of humor, that he's going to shift all of this. Remember Bishop Brown said, well, all we have to do is just continue to focus on Yah, and he's going to take care of the rest. And he's going to what? Shift. He's going to turn this thing upside down. All the naysayers, all the different groups, like these groups that are coming against this awakening. Look at what's being exposed right now. Look at what's being exposed. I mean, look at TD Jakes, and I'm not, celebrating what happened to him, his sickness. I want to make that clear. But look at TD Jakes from the perspective of the situation that he had to deal with the P. Diddy situation. Here is a man who had traveled to Africa, found out that he is an Igbo, and instead of embracing his heritage, he know who the Igbo are, but instead he said the Igbos are known as the are called the wandering Jews of Africa, because they were, similar to the Jews in doing XYZ. Never embraced his heritage, but had the nerve to go on camera and call the awakening. He called the camps junk food. Called them junk food ministries, feeding people junk food information. Man, y'all got a great sense of humor, family. He has a great sense of humor. He has a great sense of humor. And me and my cousins, we talked about this, that, the Most High is going to have the last laugh. Because, family, we went through a lot. We went through a lot. We didn't give up. We encourage one another, because it's a lot when you see someone trying to play around with your reputation. But in the midst of all of that, we grew. In the midst of all the accusations, they helped We Woke Now grow. They helped Benai's Israel channel grow. They helped Bone Ministry grow. We grew in the midst of it, still proving the scriptures. In the midst of the craziness, we grew. Let me say that again. In the midst of all the craziness, we grew, like our ancient Israelite ancestors did in Egypt. In spite of all the things that they tried to suppress, we grew. Channels grew. Every time they would drop a video, guess what? The channel grow. Every time they drop a video, channel grow. Every time they drop a video, channel grow. Every time they stir up craziness, channel grow. Come on, man. Come on, family. Y'all don't play. Y'all do not play. Yah does not play. And he is stroking, Yah is stroking that judgment, man. That judgment. And like I said, I'm not, you know, celebrating someone's demise. That's not what I'm here to do. But I want to make sure you guys understand what's going on. Because there's a lot of people that have been celebrating lies, celebrating because they're so hard on, so caught up in trying to defend doctrine instead of going off the biblical principles, even knowing that their own brothers and sisters coming at us, knowing that it was not biblical, and yet and still they supported this foolishness. Come on, family. That's right. Boom. I mean, assembly's growing. He's growing, adding to the assembly. Come on, family. We're growing. It's because we maintained. We stood, trusted Yah. Family, I'm not going to hold you guys up, but I just want to, you know, bring this to you guys' attention. And like I said, you know, the old saying, innocent until proven guilty. Guess he still got to mitigate whatever he has to mitigate. But I do know that Dr. Brown has some choice words towards the camps. I know he has some choice words towards the awakening. I know he has some choice words, you know, that I did not agree with at all. And you guys know I've been going in on some of the things that he's the contradictions that have been coming out of his mouth in terms of being, you know, I'm not even going to get into it, but, you know, the name stealer thing. But family, all I just want to say, family, the scriptures is real. The first shall be last, and the last shall be first. And if you want to just get the Hebrew word for that, sha'ar, which means surviving portion, that's the remnant. And so long we have been at the receiving end of all of this hatred, on the receiving end of people bashing our name, on the receiving end of being the byword, being a proverb, being astonishment, on the receiving end, just like what he said in the prophecies of Zechariah chapter 3. No, it's not Zechariah, but Zephaniah chapter 3. He said that everywhere that we're scattered to, guess what? They're going to have to undo all the things that they have, their mouth that they have put on us. They're going to have to, all of those things going to be undone. They're going to have to now bear witness of who we are. Are we not saying that right now? More and more people are bearing witness of who we are, at least saying who is not the people. And we didn't see this 10 years ago. We didn't see the magnitude of this 5 years ago. But more and more, according to Zephaniah chapter 3, we see more and more people, more and more nations saying, wait a minute. You see the videos I've been uploading. Wait a minute. They are not. Eventually, as you start doing this through the deductions, eventually some going to really get in and say, wait a minute, that's them. And I'm not just dealing with the, just people making YouTube videos. I'm also dealing with, I'm talking about some of these people in high places. Mark my word, I'm waiting for it. I've been saying this for a while. I'm just waiting for starting at the higher levels, more and more start really acknowledging who are the true people of the Most High. And they know who we are. And that's why, many of them are fighting and kicking against the pricks. And this is why Yah is right now establishing judgment. Right across the board. It's not finished. It's not finished. But watch what happens. There's more to come. There's more to come. There is more to come. Hallelujah. There's more to come, family. Hallelujah. Let me say that again. There's more to come because the Most High is going to, judgment is coming for everyone that's been putting their mouth on this awakening, that have been putting their mouth on Yah's people innocent people who have done nothing harm, no harm to anyone. Yah is going to pass judgment. You got the Dr. Browns, you got Vince Bantu, you got watch. It's more to come. I'm just gonna leave it at that. It's more to come. No matter how much covering up many would try to do, there's more to come, family. There is more to come. With that being said, family, love you guys, appreciate you guys, but just wanted to do a quick live just to bring that to your attention. That's why to kind of explain the title. You know, I just wanted to explain that title. Shout outs to Sister Melissa in the building. I seen the building. I was just thinking about you earlier. I'm gonna give you a call, sis. But family, with that being said, you know, we'll have a discussion. I was going to do a discussion on the video I just uploaded this morning. Not going to do that till this weekend because we need to have a discussion about the contents in it. And I think many are missing the main point, focusing on the surface, but there's a deeper underlying problem that's a reflection of what's going on in our community. With that being said, love you, family. Shalom.